Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Monday, October 21st, 2024. Did you do the crossword?
I did do the crossword.
And did it live up to your high expectations?
Well, it was kind of a different Monday.
Oh, okay. Were there like two M's in it or something? Was there a big typo?
No.
Oh, whew, that's a relief.
But it was kind of daunting when I first opened it up because it didn't look like a Monday puzzle. It looked more like a Friday puzzle.
Gasp.
It didn't have that many black squares.
Mm-hmm.
But I did it at night and my phone, and I couldn't get it done.
Oh.
I don't know why this isn't solving.
Ooh,
but it's
I know,
because
you were tired.
And so I put it away, and I had all the squares filled in, but it just wouldn't solve. So I put it away, and then in the morning I went through it clue by clue. And I had about 4 errors.
Really?
which made a big difference. But once I found them, I got it solved.
And you couldn't spot them last night?
It took me a very long time to do this Monday puzzle. So
I've often found that when I'm doing things at night, sometimes I just don't know the words at all.
Oh, really?
And then I'll just be like, there's nothing left in the tank. It's time to hang it up.
I guess that was my problem. So also I was doing it on my phone, and of course at night the screen goes dark. So it makes it a little harder to see just in general. So
wow, tough all over.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, I got it done.
Well, good.
But it took me like a long time.
Mm-hmm. I did mine in, I think, my usual time, so nothing too extraordinary here. There were a couple of clues there. The themed clues in particular sort of made me pause. I wasn't quite sure what they were actually building, and there is something sort of being constructed here.
Well, yes. The theme, I think, revolved around a child's art project. So, there were, 4 themed clues in the revealer. The first one was, they didn't seem to have anything in common until you got to the revealer, but anyway, the first one was 17 across, disposable barbecue dish, and that was paper plate. Mm-hmm. I was like, barbecue dish? But I think they meant like a picnic barbecue.
Right.
And then 24 across, doctor's office jar full, and that was cotton balls. Then we had 35 across. Again, it's kind of an unusual notation here. Elbows in a grocery store. Macaroni noodles. I've never heard macaroni referred to as macaroni noodles, but anyway, that went the length of the puzzle. Mm-hmm. And then finally 47 across, makeshift twist tie, and that was pipe cleaner. And then the revealer was 58 across, what a kid might use to hold all the theme clues across together, and that was ELMERSGLUE. Mm-hmm. So I know, when our kids were growing up, they would bring various art projects home that had all this stuff related. Really? But I don't remember they ever brought one home that had all the stuff together. It might have cotton balls, or it might have noodles, macaroni, or whatever. But I don't know what you'd make with a paper plate, cotton balls, macaroni, and a pipe cleaner.
A mess.
Yeah, maybe a mask.
Okay. It's better than a mess.
Thinking a mask, but usually it was macaroni necklaces and I don't know, little pipe cleaners with magnets on them or something. Or
I figured it had
paper plates could be a mask, or like they make it into a cone and put flowers in it or something. And cotton balls always at Easter for the Easter Bunny card. So anyway, yeah, brought back some memories of some notable artwork that our children brought home.
So I was thinking that this had something to do with a solar system.
No.
That the cotton balls would represent the planets. The macaroni noodles could represent alien invaders.
Oh.
The paper plate was 3-dimensional space. And then Elmer's glue was just one obvious product placement. I was impressed.
What about the pipe cleaners?
Well, those are sort of the pipe cleaners. Those are wormholes. They let you get from one part of space to another just by going through the pipe cleaner. You'll read about it. I'm sure you've read about it in my book on astrophysics. The grade 2 version.
Yeah. So.
Well, I had trouble with some of these, like 17 across, the disposable barbecue dish. I had the L and the A, and I was thinking it was going to.
There's no O.
Pardon me?
There was no O.
No, the L and the A.
Oh, L.
I had L and A as the third and fourth from last letter, and so I thought it was going to be something with slaws. Like a barbecue, you'd have like slaw, and that would be a dish. I wasn't sure why you were disposing of it as opposed to eating it.
Yes.
But anyways, so then at one point I had paper slaws, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So then eventually I realized it was paper plate.
That's correct, yes.
And one down, oblong yellowish fruit is a pawpaw.
That's correct, yes.
Have you ever had a pawpaw?
No. We had a pawpaw tree on
the farm. We did?
On the farm when I was growing up, yes. But
you weren't allowed to eat it?
Well,
sort of like Eden?
I don't know. My mother never gathered them up and prepared them, so I always thought, well, maybe they're like poisonous fruit, so I never touched them.
I think it was the forbidden fruit, the pawpaw.
But it had low branches, so you could climb it. So that was always a great treat to climb that tree. Which, if your parents caught you, they'd be very angry at you.
I take it this was before television that you found this to be so enjoyable.
Yeah. No, we had a television.
Oh, okay, all right.
but we live on a farm. You just spend your days and even some of your nights outside. So when the weather's nice, because there's always something to do.
Well, take your word for it. Where I lived, we stayed inside so we wouldn't be shot at. It just seemed safer that way.
Right.
19 across, log cabin wood often. I had an ending in an E, and it was 4 letters, and I thought, tree. No. I thought, that's not really a wood. That's where wood comes from. Yes. And then eventually I got pine. That's the correct answer. And that crossed with 10 down. Prop for a magician's costume was a top hat.
That's right.
And we also had 43 down. Prop for a pirate's costume, peg leg. I was thinking about a pirate's costume. The only thing I could think of was an eye patch, and maybe one of those tri-cornered hats that like Napoleon used to wear.
Right.
But do you ever see kids coming by at Halloween with a peg leg? No. Arr, prepare to be boarded, you scurvy mate.
No, but sometimes they have a hook hand. I don't.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Well, if any of them come by with dragging a treasure chest, do not give them any chocolate.
I'm not sure how you'd incorporate a peg leg into your costume.
I think you get a big cardboard tube, stick your leg in it, and now you've got a peg leg.
Maybe.
As long as you can do the accent, and anyone can do the accent, it's sort of built in. Right next to that, we had 49 down. P on sheet music was piano.
That's correct.
I gather you got that immediately.
Right away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That just means that's like piano, like pianissimo, like quiet, right?
That means
not play this part with a piano.
Right.
Okay.
No.
It have little clues. G for guitar, yeah. O for oboe, and of course H for heckelphone. My favorite instrument.
K for kazoo.
K for kazoo. The alphabetical score.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else worth noting. It was a good crossword. It was fun.
It was a good crossword.
It did its part.
Mm-hmm.
Got us into the work week here.
That's right.
So let's see.
I wasn't sure how to spell 26 across. Russian currency. I always forget, is it L-E or E-L? Ruble.
It's L-E.
L-E, yes.
Yeah, somehow ruble, R-U-B-E-L. That doesn't seem... Just think about, ruble and trouble often go together, and they're spelled the same way.
I didn't realize that. But I'll take your word for it.
So, all right. Well, I think that is it for the crossword then.
Okie doke.
So, thanks everyone for listening.
Yep.
And we will be back again with our cutting edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.